Hello, and welcome to English for Everyone, where we practice real-life American English. Today we're going to learn to avoid some important mistakes, so let's get started. Today we're doing a very important video. We're going to learn all the irregular plurals that you need to know. And there are a lot of them, so let's get started. First, let's talk about the nouns that you don't have to change. The singular is the same as the plural. For example, aircraft. You can have one aircraft or two aircraft. We don't say aircrafts. There's no S. The singular and the plural are the same. Example, this is an aircraft carrier. An aircraft, a lot of aircraft, land on the aircraft carrier. And the aircraft also take off from the aircraft carrier. Let's practice. What is this? Is this an aircraft carrier? That's right, this is an aircraft carrier. So remember, aircraft refers to airplanes. Let's practice. Do the aircraft land on the aircraft carrier? That's right, the aircraft land on the aircraft carrier. We're talking about plural, many aircraft. Don't say aircrafts. And do the aircraft also take off from the aircraft carrier? That's right, the aircraft also take off from the aircraft carrier. Now let's talk about this word. This word is swine. You're talking about pigs. Well, I can have one pig or two pigs, but I cannot say one swine or two swines when talking about pigs. We just say swine. It's the singular and the plural. We don't change it. Example, swine flu. Swine flu is a virus that comes from pigs. Or I can say swine flu is a virus that comes from swine. Not swines, just swine. It's the plural form too. Let's practice. What is swine flu? Is it a virus that comes from swine? That's right, swine flu is a virus that comes from swine. It comes from pigs. It's the same thing. Our next word is this. This animal is called a moose. You can have one moose and two moose. It doesn't change. We don't say mooses. It's one moose and two moose. And there are a lot of moose in Alaska. They're walking around everywhere up there. There are a lot of moose in Alaska. Let's practice. Are there a lot of moose in Alaska? That's right. There are a lot of moose in Alaska. I hear it's a real problem. Now let's talk about these animals. These are sheep. One sheep, two sheep. You cannot say sheeps. The singular is the same as the plural. And if you can't get to sleep, what do? You count sheep. One sheep, two sheep, three sheep, and so on. Let's practice. What do you do if you can't get to sleep? Do you count sheep? That's right. If you can't get to sleep, count sheep. It might help. Now let's talk about this word. This is fish. One fish, two fish, three fish. Don't say fishes. The singular is the same as the plural. Example, you can catch a lot of fish with a net. It's faster that way. Let's practice. Can you catch a lot of fish with a net? That's right. You can catch a lot of fish with a net. Remember, don't say fishes. Fish is the plural. And these are deer. One deer, two deer, three deer. Don't say deers. The singular and the plural are the same. Example, there are a lot of deer in the forest. Let's practice. Are there a lot of deer in the forest? That's right, there are a lot of deer in the forest. And our last one is shrimp. One shrimp, two shrimp, three shrimp. How about a dozen shrimp? That's 12 shrimp. Remember, don't say shrimps. The singular and the plural are the same. And I'm hungry. I would like a dozen shrimp. That's 12. And remember, don't say a dozen of shrimp. There's no of, just a dozen shrimp. So example, I want a dozen shrimp. What about you? Do you want a dozen shrimp? Very good. Now let's talk about nouns that change in pronunciation to make them plural. We don't put S on the word, we change the pronunciation more. For example, this is a goose. You can have one goose. But what if it's two? We don't say gooses, we say geese. These are Canadian geese. These geese are from Canada, so we call them Canadian geese. So 1 goose and 2 geese. Let's practice. Are these Canadian geese? That's right, these are Canadian geese. Don't say gooses, say geese. And this word, mouse, you have 1 mouse or 1, 2, 3 mice. Don't say mouses, 2 mice, 3 mice, 4 mice. The pronunciation changes for the plural. Let's practice. I'm scared of mice. What about you? Are you scared of mice? Very good. And this word, tooth. You have 1 tooth or many teeth. Use the long E sound like green beans. Teeth. The T makes the t-t, release T sound, t-t. And the last sound is f-f. Make air with your tongue and your top teeth. F-f. Again, t-t, teeth. 32 teeth. That's how many teeth you're supposed to have. I don't have 32 teeth. I think I have 30 teeth. What about you? How many teeth do you have? Very good. And this word, foot. I have 1 foot? No, I have 2 feet. I have 2 feet. It's also a unit of measurement in the United States. 1 foot is 12 inches. So 2 feet is 24 inches. But on my body, I have 2 feet. What about you? How many feet do you have? 2, I hope. Good job. And this word, child. Use the long I like high and like, child. But if I have more than 1, I don't say childs, I say children. Use the short I sound like this is, children. And the DR makes the J sound like jump and juice, plus the R, jr, jr. Children. There are 4 children. Let's practice. How many children are there? That's right, there are 4 children. And this word, person. You have 1 person and more than 1, you say people. 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, and 5 people. I see 5 people. Let's practice. How many people do you see? That's right, I see 5 people. Now let's talk about this word, man. Use the open an, like fan and can. Man. 1 man and 2 men. Use the short S sound like red and 10. Men. 1 man and 2 men. 3 men. There are 3 men talking. Let's practice. How many men are there talking? That's right, there are 3 men talking. And the last one is this, woman. You have 1 woman. Use the sound like good and book. Woman. The second syllable is relaxed and closed. Woman. 1 woman. But I see 3. 3 women. Not womans. It's women. Use the short I sound for both syllables. I, like this is. Women. Women. There are 3 women. Let's practice. How many women are there? That's right, there are 3 women. So remember, we have a lot of irregular plurals. Some words we don't change at all. The singular and the plural are the same. And some words we change the pronunciation and we do not put S. We need to know them all. They're all common words. Thank you for watching. And if you like this video, subscribe to our channel. And if you want to become a member, click the join button. And we'll see you next time.